Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm Terri Brewer. A big change is on the way for drivers. Starting tomorrow, a new law goes into effect in Alabama banning texting while driving. The details are in our top story at 5 o'clock. Alabama legislators have passed a law earlier this year prohibiting drivers from texting while they're on the road, but you are allowed to read, select, or enter a telephone number while you're driving. The director of the Center for Advanced Public Safety at the University of Alabama says the number of crashes in Alabama that should be attributed to distracted driving are underdocumented. He says the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reports 15 to 30% of crashes are caused by distracted drivers. He believes the new texting while driving law will be hard to enforce, but he says it is a step in the right direction.
I think over time, like a lot of other bad habits that we've overcome in driving, I think this one will take root as well. And I think this law is a starting point for getting to where we need to be.
According to the Alabama Department of Public Safety, first-time violators will be fined $25. Second offense will cost you $50. Third and beyond will be fined $75. 2 points will be added to your license each offense.
If you've been waiting to get your hands on some Alabama football tickets, your wait is almost over. The university announced the sale of home game tickets starts tomorrow. Tickets will be available for Western Kentucky, Florida Atlantic, and Western Carolina. That's all starting at 8 a.m. Officials say tickets from this sale are from sections not used by visiting teams. Also for sale are Southfield Suite packages for Western Kentucky, Mississippi, Mississippi State, and Western Carolina. You can get more information at rolltide.com or call 205-348-BAMA. That's 205-348-2262.
On your education watch, a study focusing on students impacted by last year's tornado in Tuscaloosa. In less than an hour, Tuscaloosa City school leaders will look at a new demographic study in the tornado recovery areas. The study looked at students who lived in the Alberta and University Place school zones. Alberta Elementary, University Place Elementary, and middle schools were all destroyed in the April 27th tornado. The study looked at the number of people still living in those school zones as plans for rebuilding are being formed. Tonight's meeting starts at 6 o'clock at the Tuscaloosa City Board of Education. And coming up tomorrow on WVUA News at 5, you can learn more about the demographic study when Leslie Brewington, spokesperson for the city schools, will join us in our studio. That's tomorrow right here on WVUA News at 5. And speaking of school, students in the Tuscaloosa City and County schools head back to class in less than 3 weeks. City school officials have set registration for Wednesday, August 8th from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Classes begin Monday, August 20th. Here's a look at what you need if you're new to the system: a birth certificate, original Social Security card, a current Alabama immunization certificate, 3 proofs of residence, current lease or mortgage, and a power, gas, or water bill. Now, if you're transferring your child to the system, officials say you'll need to withdraw from your current school, take your withdrawal form to your new school, and a proof of residence.
On your election watch tonight, Northport City Council candidates vying to become the next leaders face off in a public forum. City Council District 1 candidate and retired state worker Judy Hayes hopes to make changes to some city departments, like increasing pay for the Northport Fire Department. Hayes also stresses a community-based effort to help clean up the city to help recruit more businesses. Her opponent is Pastor Jeff Thompson. He wants to recruit new businesses to the city and make sure existing businesses stay in town. He says he believes city workers need to be patient as the city moves to a better financial situation. One big issue the campaign this time is reforming the Northport Police Department. Both candidates talked about the recent police audit as well as hiring a new police chief.
I want to work with the City Council and Mayor to review those recommendations and implement the ones that we can quickly to ensure the safety of Northport citizens.
We want to be inclusive with the current policemen, what they need in a chief and all that kind of stuff. I think that'll be an integral part in picking a chief of police.
And stay tuned to WVUA for lots more election coverage on this one. We'll talk to other candidates from other districts before the upcoming elections. We'll also profile all Northport's mayoral candidates.
A Tuscaloosa business is hoping to help in the healing process of the Colorado tragedy. Jim and Nick's restaurant is giving customers a chance to share their thoughts, prayers, and well wishes for the victims and their families. On each of the menus, they've placed an insert where you can write down your thoughts of love and support. Then this weekend, company officials will travel to Colorado and will hand deliver the notes. In addition, monetary donations are also being accepted at each Jim and Nick's restaurant as well as the company's website. The project takes on added meaning locally.
It's something that we're doing company-wide, so all of our 29 stores are doing.
People around the country were so great to us in Alabama when we had the tornadoes rip through Alabama, and there were so many people that reached out in so many ways. So this is sort of a way for us to kind of give back.
And if you'd like to make a monetary donation, you can do it in person at the Jim and Nick's restaurant or on their website. For a shortcut, just check out our website. That's WVUATV.com. From there, just click numbers and links. And as we've reported, the suspect in the movie shooting massacre has been formally charged. On Monday, 24-year-old James Holmes was charged with 24 counts of murder and 116 counts of attempted murder. 12 people were killed and 58 people were wounded or injured. Holmes is also charged with 1 count of possession of explosives. Holmes was arrested outside a movie theater in Aurora, Colorado during a midnight showing of the new Batman movie.
The country is sweltering under extreme heat and drought conditions, and it will soon take its toll on our wallets as well. With corn and other crops withering and dying in the heat, food prices are expected to shoot up. The Department of Agriculture says meat prices will also rise significantly, with the consumer price index for beef and veal expected to gain between 3.5% and 4.5% this year. Poultry, corn, and soybean prices are also on the rise.
Just have to adjust. The economy's going up and the pay is going down. We just have to do the best we can to get through the hard times, but most of all, as my mother would always say, put something away for a rainy day.
You have to cut someplace else. That's something that we're going to have to sit down as a family and figure that out. So it's just truly a concern.
Consumers can also expect to pay more for eggs, cheese, and milk. The USDA has declared more than 1,300 counties across 31 states as disaster areas this year, including parts of central and southern Alabama. Now, a recall from Publix affecting Alabama. The company has recalled sub sandwiches with onions because they could make you sick. Publix says their suppliers, Gill's Onions, notified them the onions could have listeria. The recall is for any custom-made sub sandwich with onions sold from the Publix deli between July 7th and July 26th. It affects stores in Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and South Carolina. If you have questions, call Publix Customer Care Center at 1-800-242-1227. Tuscaloosa's Amphitheater is gearing up for a big month of musical entertainment.
That's right. August is packed with legendary musical acts from country, blues, even funk. Things get started Saturday, August 11th, when country music icon Merle Haggard takes the stage. Then legendary blues artist B.B. King is tuning up Lucille for his big night Saturday, August 25th. On Friday, August 31st, Chicago and Kool and the Gang kick off the big Labor Day weekend. You can learn more about these concerts and tickets just by going to our website. That's WVUATV.com. Click numbers and links. You can also call 205-248-5280.